Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing some work on Bruce Wilson's truck inside the shop. Yes. But while I've got him here, I thought I might as well put him to work. And today we've got some truck shuttling to do. And Bruce, you've never driven an automatic.
Never driven an automatic. In fact, I stepped in here after you handed me the keys and I took my left foot and just went to the floor looking for a clutch pedal. I didn't even notice there was no shifter or nothing in it. So.
And I thought, you know what? This experience is going to be too good to not film. So I broke the camera out and we're going to film Bruce's first ever attempt at driving an automatic transmission.
You said attempt. Hopefully not that hard.
No, it's too easy is the problem. Yeah, it actually comes out really smooth. So, all right, so here we go.
Let's go do it.
Let's do this.
It's just so strange.
It is. It's really, really awkward to get used to. Oh yeah, you know what? Safety first. I like your style. Gonna get me some seatbelt going on here. First, the truck's got to warm up a little bit.
Get some air in it. This is the shifter, huh?
Yeah.
So weird.
So how do you think all that works?
You just shift it.
You just roll it forward or backwards, depending on what you want to do. There's some.
Oh, what is this?
Labels on there. That's all cruise control.
Well, there's cruise right there, but like mine's got. What is this? I have to figure that out.
Oh, I'm betting that's got something to do with your shift points and where you want it to shift.
Okay.
Wow, it's fine. I don't even know what that is, so you're calling me out here. You're like, oh, Tommy's an expert.
It's got an anti-rollback too on the transmission. That's neat.
Yep. Huh. Turn that off. Yeah, I think that's hill assist.
There you go. Yeah. What is it? Got PACCAR in it, doesn't it? Sounds like it.
Yes, this is a PACCAR engine and an Eaton automatic.
All right.
All right.
Drive.
Off to a solid start.
So it's like a wet clutch or something.
Yeah.
Not like a traditional like torque converter or nothing.
No. So they call this an automatic, but I think it's really just like.
Way, don't we? We need to go that way. We're gonna find trees.
Yeah, looking for the clutch there, was he again?
So weird.
There's a steep drop over here. Whoa.
I'm watching this right there. I'm watching the trailer back here.
Oh yeah, your trailer's parked behind us too. Man, throwing all the obstacles at you first day.
Good thing I don't worry about the old clutch pedal there.
Yeah, you're still gonna do it at least one more time, I think. Perfect.
We're gonna make a 12-point turn with no trailer hook to this thing. You know why this one doesn't turn sharp? Is like mine. I took the steering stops out of it.
Oh, right.
It turns like really sharp. Don't tell Peterbilt that.
Yeah. Well.
Where are we going? There we go. That thing like revs way out.
Yeah, if you wanted to. I mean, it's I'm trying to remember. I think this one is a 13-speed automatic. Brian showed me a pretty cool trick the other day, and we included it in our video. This right here is the manual shift button, so you can hit that, and then you can push the stick either this way or this way or that way.
Oh, I just did it.
Yeah, and it tells you your gear. Get right there at the bottom of the RPM gauge. Tells you where you're at.
It's so weird.
It is pretty strange, right? But it's cool though. So I'm excited after we take this thing for a spin to get your full review. How did you like the automatic versus the manual?
For sure. I need this in my truck. Clock.
Oh, a clock?
Even though there's one up here and one right here.
Yep.
I still need one up here.
So does yours? I can't remember. Does yours have the digital dash, or did you get the?
Yeah, it does. It's
okay,
got
so
2 open spots.
I remember when your truck come in, it was right there on the cusp.
Like the first yellow pad with the digital.
Yeah. I remember thinking that yours was going to be a digital, or the old style dash originally, and then it came in as a digital. Bumpy roads.
This one has air ride front, doesn't it?
It does, air ride front. It's got all the good specs. It's just a customer decided he wanted a PACCAR and an automatic.
I mean, I don't hate it for wanting an automatic. I mean, in a lot of situations, an automatic would definitely be king over the manual.
Oh, there are numerous situations where I would rather have it. Hey, you know, for me and Brian, it's because we're kind of old. You know, we've been in this industry a long time, so the traditionalist side of us says, hey, it's supposed to be a manual transmission.
Well, because like 15, 20 years ago, the automatics were nowhere near what they are now.
No.
You know, and it
not even close.
Gave everybody a bad taste. And that's understandable. I've driven some old school buses and old semis that had automatics, and it's like slush boxes is what they were, I call them. They never got anywhere fast.
Well, and everything back then, it was still like, what I know of like the...
torque converter stuff too.
Yeah, they were like 6 speeds and 7 speeds too, so they didn't have a lot to go with.
It's just so weird. What do I do with my foot?
I don't know what to do with my foot right now.
Put like a foot jacuzzi down here or something. Foot massager.
Yeah, well, you kind of need a strap more than anything. Strap that left foot down so that way you try to move it and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to.
Gotta get some sit so low brackets in here.
Some what?
My seat doesn't go low enough.
Oh yeah, some seat lowering brackets to sit down on.
I think that without a load behind it, you know, maybe the transmission doesn't. I'm sure it knows how to act, but
it definitely skips a couple of gears if it doesn't sense a load, and then if it senses a load, it hits every single gear. All right, Bruce, penny for your thoughts.
That was a lot nicer not having to just cram gears and just get up to speed, you know.
Yeah, well, there's less thought involved, you know, not having to think about where am I at in the RPM range, what gear am I going into next. It just kind of does it for you, right?
It does everything for you. Oh, so this is still your
jakes.
Your engine brakes.
Yeah. So if you want to gear down, you go this way, and gearing up is that way, and it's still your jakes on the stick there. Yep.
It's nice. 44 miles. This reminds me of the test drive we took with my blue truck, remember?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out how to shift it. This transmission was so tight.
Well, they're really sticky when they're brand new, and that's the unfortunate truth that me and Brian always have to live with. We're always working with trucks that are literally just been delivered from the factory. Synchronizers aren't broke in yet, and everything is still freshy fresh inside that transmission. It's they're real sticky to drive when they're brand new like that.
I'm sure there's got to be like a learning curve for the automatics too. Like
I bet
they have to learn when to shift, when not to shift.
Yeah, I'm betting there is. It probably there's probably a little bit of machine learning to the driver programmed into it. I know they do a lot of that with pickups and over the road cars. Is the vehicle tries to adapt to the driver versus a standard driving style that it's supposed to do. But I don't know. This being a commercial vehicle, it may be completely different. Maybe it just drives to get the absolute best fuel mileage and does not try to adapt to the driver.
This is true.
I mean,
we do need fuel mileage in these times right now. Sure.
Well, fuel mileage is important when it's $5 a gallon, right?
Yeah, this thing's showing 8.3, just cruising. I don't think mine's ever had an 8 on the dash. Not with my driving, at least.
Well,
empty or full.
It also helps that it's got the PACCAR engine in it. So those two together, I'm going to say, would get probably a pretty decent amount of fuel mileage over an 18-speed and a Cummins, especially yours being 605 horsepower, right?
This is true.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of horse ponies. This one is a 510 horsepower. It's a MX-13, so you're looking at a 13-liter versus a 15-liter. Lots of difference. Not to mention, me and Brian talked about the biggest difference in a PACCAR engine versus a Cummins engine is it's a compressed graphite block, and so it's 400 pounds lighter than a Cummins engine. So I mean, there's quite a bit of weight savings there as well.
It's crazy, like the new Cummins pickups, like your Dodge pickups, the new Cummins and those are compressed graphite blocks also.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. So Cummins is already utilizing that technology on the passenger vehicle side. They're like,
big stuff.
Yeah,
and it's stronger too than cast iron.
Yeah, way stronger. I wonder if it's like one of those, they don't want to make the investment in it right now just because development's on the electric side and being afraid of not being able to like pay off the investment. Just maybe there's a development coming down the pipe that
no one knows about.
Knows about.
Did you ever see that 4-cylinder engine that Cummins designed that were like where the pistons went against each other?
No.
I'm gonna show you that.
Oh, that would be cool.
It's like insane.
We'll have to find that and put a link in the description so our viewers know what we're talking about.
Designed it where it had 2 crankshafts. The pistons went against each other, and that's how they made power. Smaller power plant, but big horsepower is for like military applications and over-the-road trucks.
Wow.
I don't know if it ever did anything, but it looks cool.
I bet. 2 crankshafts. And I guess they'd have like a timing chain syncing them together or something? All gears.
Just a big, huge gearbox, and yeah.
Huh.
Have to check it out. We definitely gotta find a link because it's different. I was hoping to see it like come to fruition, but who knows if it did or will. But with the emissions stuff going on, then they might have killed it.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of engines in the past. I used to be one of those concept junkies that I would spend a lot of time on the internet trying to find different, different things coming out like in the near future. And I was always like, man, I hope that engine comes out, or I hope this comes out, or that comes out.
And the EPA smashes it.
Yeah, that always seems to happen. Especially the ones I'm always looking at because they're like way super high horsepower.
So what are we picking up?
We are picking up 2 trucks that need to come over to the shop. Not our particular line of work, or not our typical line of work, just because these 2 trucks only need a wash job, and the shop over here is so backed up they can't get to them. And we got a customer wanting to come and pick these things up tomorrow, so we got to pick these trucks up. Let's go down to the lower lot. Those trucks should be down there.
Are they 389s?
They're 389s. One of them is black with a red frame, and the other one is white. They're 78-inch ultra cabs. I'm betting it's those 2 sitting right there next to the gate, or next to the fence.
So these are already sold?
Yeah. We got a customer, JoJo Leasing, is wanting to come and...
Right out of the factory, ready to rip, huh?
Yeah. They're probably going to do some of their own stuff to it. But yeah, they just need to get a wash job real quick, so that way they can go...
I don't hate that.
What, that?
That day cab.
The
black wheels, orange frame, cream cab. That looks like cream of chicken out of the can.
Yeah, it really does. I better not say anything bad about this truck because I think we sold it.
I don't hate it. It's definitely different. The black wheels are cool. I didn't know you could order them from Peterbilt like that.
Yeah, you can order black wheels from Peterbilt.
And that's got New Way air suspension underneath the back.
It does.
You can order that too?
Yeah. They can get New Way from the factory. You second guessing your heavy truck you ordered from us? You want some black wheels and some New Way now?
Well, I'm wanting to build a sled pulling truck one day.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, New Way. Maybe we need to find a day cab with New Way underneath it. And that, I like the paint scheme on that baby.
Yeah, that one's man, what do they call that? Seminole. They call that Seminole. Brian is very anti-Seminole paint job on a Peterbilt, only because that originally was a Kenworth thing. So Brian refuses. Well, not refuses. If somebody calls us and says, "Hey, I want a Seminole paint job," you bet your bottom I'm going to put it on there. But Brian doesn't like it. He's very anti-Seminole.
Look at it close and make sure Brian knows it's in this video.
Okay. So how do you feel about the Seminole paint job?
I think Brian needs to order every other truck like this because this looks good on a Peterbilt.
This really looks good on a Peterbilt, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The way it just rolls around the fender on the hood like that.
Top-notch job here. Come on, Brian, get with the times.
Yeah. Or the old times. That's a very old paint job. I want to say the first Seminoles I saw was in maybe the 70s. Definitely the 80s, if not.
Yeah, it looks good.
That's an OG paint job right there. So Bruce Wilson, 2 firsts today. I didn't even realize it, but when we got in here, he said, "Hey, what's that red button do?"
I'm like, why isn't the splitter moving?
Yeah, so there's a red button. Yeah, it won't split on the bottom side.
Only on the top. Yeah.
Only on the top. We're driving a 13 speed now.
You know, one of the first trucks I ever test drove up here years and years ago was one of these, like the white one over there we passed by.
Oh yeah.
With the a factory model with all the chrome and stuff already on it.
Was that in Huntsville? Did you drive that with Cody?
No, Cody was the lime green one with the leather floor mats.
Okay.
It was one just like that right there, the black or the white there.
Just like the white one.
Are any of these trucks for sale? Are they already sold already? Or?
Most of these trucks are already pre-sold, so we get the occasional, a customer will call us up and say, hey, I don't need this truck or what have you anymore. It's not happening as much these days, just because the allocation that Peterbilt has us under.
We want to get fuel over here?
Yeah, we definitely need fuel. This thing is begging for some go-go juice.
We're good.
Good.
The shifter's so small.
Yeah, this one does sit quite a bit lower than yours, doesn't it?
Even I think it's smaller than like the 18 speed. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So do you have a custom shifter in your truck? I can't remember.
I just put an SH2 in it.
An SH2. That's what I was thinking. That's what we use in most of ours. Those guys are pretty good dudes to work with.
This thing is.
Yeah. So the diesel is on the far side there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've probably done this before,
I
huh?
pumped quite a few gallons out of this fuel station here.
All right, we're gonna grab some fuel and get back on the road.
So, is this the right one, Tommy?
That's yet to be seen. I've not put a tape measure on it. So, I guess we'll see shortly. But, looking at it from the camera
It does
angle,
look a lot narrower.
it does look like it's going to fit in your
It
frame.
looks a quarter-inch narrower just by looking at it. So, we made it back to the shop. And I'm
Yeah.
going to show you guys what we're doing to the Trater Taxi.
Yeah, so we mentioned at the beginning of the video that there is some stuff that we're doing to Bruce's truck here. So Bruce, give us a rundown. What all are we doing?
We're putting a deck plate on there. We're going to be painting the frame, painting some more stuff over here.
Some
So
more
basically,
stuff.
whenever you guys told Peterbilt you wanted a truck with legendary blue frame, they're like, we're not doing it. And then you said, yes, you are. And they said, well, we're going to do it, but we're not going to clear coat it. We're not going to do anything. So
Yeah.
we have just a single stage legendary blue, and in semi-casual fashion, we got to make this thing look really nice.
Yeah, we're gonna make it look
So we're gonna
really,
sand it down,
really pretty.
and put it legendary blue again, but it's going to have clear coat on it this time.
Yeah, and so that's still going to give a bit of kind of a two-tone, right? Because in the side of this truck, it's called Plenty of Fish in the Sea Blue, right?
Thanks to Brian. And it
So-
just happens to be one of the most expensive blue. Can't even talk. One of the most expensive colors of blue you can get.
Well, we didn't want you riding around
I know,
looking like a
but
bum,
it does
you know?
look really nice. I'm not complaining.
No, it's a super, super pretty blue. It's it's a deep blue, like the fish in the sea.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're gonna have a deck plate on this. It's definitely gonna clean up the look of that. We're going to do base clear on everything back here, make all this look pretty, and then you're gonna be ready to go to truck shows.
I know, right? We've got a few more lights I want to put on. We got some really cool stuff from Shift because we got Shift fenders on here. They sent us some Shift lights going to be going on here, all kinds of stuff. You guys can follow the full in-depth build on my channel, and then Brian and Tommy's going to be releasing like the finished product in a couple days, maybe.
Yeah, we're just going to be doing like a finished product style video. So this is a soft introduction to what's going on, and then they need to follow your channel for like the build along style videos. Bruce is going to be showing everything being mounted, taken apart, et cetera, et cetera. They're going to pull this fifth wheel off, get this deck plate mounted. Then we're going to the body shop to do some paint, right?
We're going to wash this thing too, because this thing's got almost 30,000 miles on it now, which is not a lot in like the trucking world, but it's got 30,000 miles of dirt
Yeah,
on this frame, which now we have to clean it to make it pristine before we paint it. So
make it look a lot better.
lots of work to do there.
All right, well, you got a lot to do, so we need to let you get after it.
Yeah, and just don't make me drive an automatic truck again. 'Cause I might like it too much.
I was about to say, man, you can't hate on it. You were just talking
Ryan
about,
could actually drive something.
yeah, right? Yeah, we put Ryan in the driver's seat then, right?
He's not a manual man at all.
All right, well, you guys got work to do. I'm going to let you get after it.
All right, sounds good. See.
All right, guys, that's it for this video. Let us know what you think in the comments. How did Bruce do driving an automatic for the first time? How do you think he did?
I did all right. We got to figure out what those buttons are on the steering wheel, because I've noticed in like all these other trucks out here,
Yeah.
they've got those buttons.
So contrasting that to the 13-speed that you drove back. So that was also your first 13-speed. So
and they're in the 13-speed too.
yeah, so we drove the 13-speed truck back, and you know, he was asking me what the buttons on the steering wheel were for the automatic. And of course, I just made something up real quick. I was like, it has to do with the automatic transmission. And then we jump in this one, it's got the same buttons, and I'm like, okay, I got nothing.
Yeah. So, and you gotta check out. So Brian is gonna have to find the link to that engine we were talking about.
Yep. So as soon as we find that, that'll be down in the description.
Check that out.
That's gonna be that'll be some interesting reading material. I'm excited about it. And we'll throw that in the description. And as well, make sure you follow along. Bruce is getting quite a bit of stuff done to the Trater Taxi. They're going to be doing that on their channel.
I like hearing you say that.
Yeah, that's just, I was like, just roll with it, right? So they're going to be doing that on their channel. Make sure you follow that. And then in case you don't know who this is Bruce Wilson.
Yep.
Bruce Wilson on YouTube. That's what you look for. Just search Bruce Wilson.
Just the first one to pop up.
All right, well, there you go. And then we're going to be doing the final product video on our channel here on Semi Casual. But anyway, you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi Casual Show. I don't know why I looked at him. It's always Brian that does that. So, and then check out our website. The calendar is going to be coming out very, very soon. It's going to be a really cool truck calendar. So
did my truck make it? Did my truck make it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if Bruce
Brian's
is trying
probably
to
like,
get it.
yeah, he's not that good.
I bet it made it in there. It might have made it.
You don't know.
I really don't know. Brian don't tell me these things. He's the head of all that stuff. So anyway, guys, we'll see you next time.
See ya.